Lesson 138, Two-Way Prepositions. I've mentioned this before in past lessons, but I'd like to mention it again because it's really worth repeating. The fact that different cases naturally communicate different things with prepositions. For example, in both Greek and Latin, the accusative case, when it's being used with a preposition, tends to indicate motion toward something, that you're moving toward something or some place. And then other cases, depending on what language it is, other cases can communicate moving away from something. And remember, all these languages come from the same parent language called Indo-European. So, Ancient Greek, Russian, Latin, all these languages are in the same language family, and they come from the same parent language. And they have similarities in the way the cases work. Latin, Greek, and Russian all have a nominative case, they all have a genitive case, they all have a dative case, and they all have an accusative case. Some of the cases vary from language to language, but they do have some of those same basic cases in common. And so for these languages that have a case system, such as Russian or Latin or Ancient Greek, you're going to have prepositions that can communicate different things depending on what case the preposition takes. Some prepositions, not all of them, but certain prepositions can take more than one case. That's true in Latin, it's true in Ancient Greek, and, as we see here in this lesson, it's true also in Russian. So depending on what case this preposition takes, it can communicate different things. When it's working along with the prepositional case, it can mean at. When it's working with the accusative case, it means to. Again, we see the pattern of the accusative case indicating motion toward something. So the meaning that a preposition expresses is not only coming from the preposition itself, but the combination between the preposition and the case that it takes. So when you want to fully know what a preposition is communicating, you have to consider not only the preposition itself, but how it's working with one of the noun cases.